Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen to week 2 of season 2 of the Do It Big Invitational. As we are just going through the weekdays, we'll only have one game coming at you guys tonight. Will be
Are they playing the tournament right now?
team.
Oh, I think this is the tourney. Oh fuck, dude! I think my
hold on.
internet.
Oops, my YouTube is playing. Will be team Hapuuma Matata versus team Don't Worry We Scale. Alright, Hapuuma Matata 1-1 so far, losing their opening game to Support Diff and then winning out against Pokecard. Meanwhile, Don't Worry We Scale, currently 0-3 on the season, losing out to Chili's Angels. Who did they play in the second game? Pokecard? And Double Jungle Gap, I believe, if my memory serves. Alright, so we're going to check in with both teams here, make sure they're all ready to go, and then we're going to get rolling really soon. Alright. Let me make sure. Okay, I'll be right back. Gonna check in with both teams.
Move.
Hey
And
guys.
I actually think their bot lane is a little like
You guys are on
like
stream.
strong.
You guys are on stream. But I just want to check in and see if you guys are good to go.
Yep, we're ready.
Yeah, we're already all in the lobby, kind of all set, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
We could just press start game, but the team's not here.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna. So you guys have it's the Battlefield lobby too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, awesome. Go ahead and invite me. I'm on, and I'm gonna check in with the other team. And start inviting the other team as well.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hello. I think we have it though.
How's it going? You guys all ready to go?
Just about.
Might need a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Like a couple minutes.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, just hit that ready check or let the chat know. And then I'm gonna get both captains. You guys already know the drill, okay? All right.
Yeah.
The fix like ruined my MMR, but like before mine was
really?
good. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Hapuuma Matata for this game, ladies and gentlemen, will be on the blue side. Don't worry, we scale on the red side. Okay. Where is Chungus? Can one of you move down so I can invite Chungus? Guys, I need someone to move down. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so each team here going to go through their last minute preparations, and then we're going to get a couple of pregame statements from the captains. And then we will get going here in game 1, I guess the only game of the night, which again, between Hapuuma Matata and Don't Worry We Scale. Chungus, are you still just going 8th, fast 8 every game?
No, we're going fast 6 now. 6 and 5th.
Oh, let's go.
Some improvement after B patch.
Oh, the B patch is already out?
Yeah, it came out at like 2 or 3 p.m.
Oh. I'm guessing they hit Elderwood ASOL or no?
Yeah. They hit Rakan really hard, and then Zaya and also ASOL.
Gotcha. So who's like left after that?
They nerfed Z2 and Diana. Most of the other comps are pretty balanced.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been running Duelist and Warlord.
Hmm. All right, both teams still seem to be going down to the wire here with their prep. Pretty soon, I'm going to start getting antsy.
Oh man, who's gonna win, dude?
Well, the odds-on favorite is probably the team that isn't winless, to be honest.
What's up? They're 1-1, right?
1-1. They lost their opener to support diff, and then they won their second game against Pokecard. That was the game where Ornn missed the ulti despite not being under any sort of CC.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, don't worry, we scale to 03. No.
Yeah, but they're scaling. They're scaling, dude. Trust.
Yeah, I mean, their drafted wins way higher because they're 0-3. So.
Do they get any sort of advantage or anything, or do they get like first pick in the mid-season draft or something?
I don't think so, unfortunately. There's no mid-season draft. All right, there's Jesse.
Yo.
All right, there we go. Okay, welcome to both captains. Hapuuma here, the captain of Hapuuma Matata. Mark Jess, aka Jesse, captain of Don't Worry We Scale. Getting ready here for the only game of the night between these two teams. So Hapuuma, you guys are 1-1 right now. But coming in off the back of a win, what do you guys need to do to make sure that you get a win streak started here as we open week 2?
Dodge Malphite ulti.
Dodge Malphite ulti. Okay. So it sounds like Malphite will be left open here for Don't Worry We Scale if that is the option. Jesse, how did that practice tool session go for you on Malphite?
Just gotta say it's pretty easy to hit that dummy, so I'm feeling pretty confident coming into this.
Oh, okay. So apparently Hapuuma Matata, just a bunch of dummies. Says Mark Jess. Okay, well, with that, good amount of trash talk here. I think I'll let you guys both go back. And then when you guys are ready to go, just hit the ready button in the chat, or type it in chat, and then we'll get going.
Alright, sounds good. We're gonna need about a minute here.
Okay. Someone's at the door. Okay, hopefully they don't take too long here. Should be getting started very soon. How have your guys' days been?
Kind of interesting.
Kind of interesting?
Yeah.
Why is that?
After stream.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Chungus, you got anything to top that?
No, nothing after, nothing that crazy. I took my cat to the bed. That's the most interesting thing.
Okay, okay. Sounds spicy. Alright, I think Don't Worry We Scale gonna shuffle their pick order just a little bit, which should tell us that they are just about ready to go here. Okay.
My client is in like the flex lobby. It has all 10 of us in one of those lobbies.
Oh my god.
It's so doomed.
Wait, there's a Monka TOS? That's actually fucking hilarious. Okay, both teams ready to go. Finally.
Alright, what's some win conditions for both teams? What do you think, Mr. Roger?
Well, I've been saying this on stream a lot. I think for Don't Worry We Scale, kind of coming in, obviously as underdogs, being 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're taking their team name. Yeah, taking their team name to heart too much. It's caused them to be very reactive as opposed to proactive in the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for them, more so than any sort of champion picks, I think just some proactivity coming out will be good. And then win or loss, I think they have a lot that they can get out of this. If hopefully they at least get some mid-game wins, because I feel like for them, it's just a matter of they never fight mid-game on their own terms. It's just like, oh, okay, I guess we kind of fight now, and then they just get rolled.
Okay.
Yeah. For Hapuuma Matata, I think they need to win lane, because otherwise, their jungler is a massive wild card. So gotta keep an eye on
Okay.
that. But they do have strong lanes, I think.
Got it.
Yeah, what do you guys
Alright.
think? From what you've seen so
Celery,
far.
man.
Well, I know Plume's been bragging about mythic champions, that he's found like a formula to success.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get their champions, I think they have a good chance of winning, because they've been
Mhm.
practicing the mythic champions, quote unquote.
Is Kai'Sa one of those mythic champions here? Because she is being hovered.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
What are mythic champions? Is that like just LS's tier list?
I think.
I
Oh yeah, go ahead.
think champions that can abuse the mythic items really well. So like
Uh,
Aatrox, Kai'Sa, Samira with the Moral Shield is pretty good.
Ivern.
Ivern, yeah,
Ivern is
Ivern's OP. Aatrox,
Oh,
Renekton with Olaf. Olaf is one of them for sure. Core Drinker Olaf.
Not for long
Gordon
though.
just got nerfed though.
Uh,
And he's gonna get nerfed again.
wait, did it get nerfed already in this patch?
I believe so. 10.2.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me double check. Because I know it's like it's like getting hard. Like that and Sterix is getting hard hit next patch, right? 11.3. So they're really gonna hit bruiser itemization really hard.
Oh no, they didn't nerf
Yeah,
it.
okay. They didn't nerf it in this patch. This patch was the mythics change for tanks and small other stuff. But yeah, this was a small patch because they always do big, small, right? So I think
Yeah.
this was the small patch cycle. Okay, by the way here, already a lot of proactive champions two proactive champions picked here for Don't Worry We Scale. If you don't play Pantheon and Leona proactively, you might as well just play a 3v5.
Well, looks like red team's click R basically with Misfortune, Leona, and Pantheon Globalt.
I don't think Pantheon's really a click out champion though. In the sense that you don't like just layer it on top of people, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I am interested in who is going to play this Leona. Obviously, actually, when I say obvious, I mean like not obvious. It's not obvious who's going to play this because you can flex Pantheon into all three remaining roles here, mid, jungle, top. I haven't ever seen Jesse play Pantheon. I've never seen Zach play Pantheon. And Peach Rose is generally favors casters, enchanters like Lux and Seraphine. So it would be a really big surprise, I think a good surprise, if we see her on the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we scaled picking a very early game focus comp.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to their namesake.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they don't over calibrate and go so proactive to the point where they forget to pick up some late game insurance or at least some mid game insurance, because if Pantheon and Leona, well, not I guess Leona's okay, but if Pantheon falls behind early, it's so hard for him to get back into the game.
Yeah. Leona's, if you fall behind T, going in with your E is just an int.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't have enough levels on her W, then, ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's more like more and more like Pantheon jungle. Unless Peach Rose, we'll
Mhm.
pick it.
So yeah, if it is Pantheon jungle, a couple of things then, right? He does have a 315 clear, but that's also anti what Pantheon wants to do. Obviously, a very strong early game jungler wants to try to get into the lanes. Can gank as early as level 2, basically. In terms of clearing, I think he wants to get Q and then the shield AoE from E and then the stun. So we'll keep an eye out on the skill order. If he goes QW, he's going to be looking for a very early first blood. Silas pick is really interesting too, I think, because we're going down to the Y. Oh, okay. I'm going to keep an eye out on the chat here because that is a Kiana.
Is that a placeholder?
Yeah, that's why I'm like double checking at every possible moment. Thus far, nothing yet in terms of placeholder. So if that is the case, this is unironically a Kiana game. Okay. It'll also mean that this is going to be Silas jungle. Oh boy.
No, it's Silas top.
No, Silas
Okay,
top.
okay,
Holy
okay, okay.
jungle.
They did switch it around. I was like, oh my god, no way, right? All right. So Silas top then against a Pantheon. I would imagine
Pantheon is
Pantheon
full
wins.
prio here.
Yeah. But Silas, there might be a bit of a player gap, to be completely honest with you. Hapuuma cementing himself already as one of the best top laners in the tournament. So we're going to see if the player gap is enough to overcome what is ostensibly a champion gap.
Well, you already know what's gonna happen. Hapuma's gonna steal Naro only this game.
True.
Silas is one of those champions you can just 1v9 on. He has so much healing, especially with the Morgana Black Shield.
Yep. Good point. Okay, sorry. It's gonna be Silas versus Nar. I keep thinking it's Nar versus or Pantheon versus Silas in the top lane.
Yeah, I haven't seen Volibear in jungle in a long time. I don't know how good that is.
I think it's a little bit better because of Chem Tank buffs. I think
Yeah.
Volibear jungle really likes Chem Tank. But yeah, it's definitely not what it used to be. Just because they've hit the numbers on his passive and stuff like that really hard, so he can't clear nearly as well.
Is he gonna go Chem Tank or is he? He might go Sunder. No, I feel like a lot of.
Yeah, so
And then
when
he
we've
knows.
seen Magnus Crow play this champion, he has tried to go more damage oriented build as opposed to what I think is the right thing to do, especially given this comp. You don't need any help dealing damage when you have Kiana, Kaisa, Silas. You just need a big dumb body.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, historically he has gone Sunder, and if he does go Sunder, and he doesn't snowball, he's actually going to be really squishy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Volibear ulti at level 1 only gives you like 250 bonus health and nothing in terms of resistances. So 250, 300 bonus health means absolutely jack squat, especially against an early game comp like Don't Worry We Scale.
Yeah. And it's gonna be interesting to see what Morgana goes to as her mythic. You can go Mandate, Moonstone, Everfrost, Leandres. There's so many different things.
Yeah, my money is on the Moonstaff build for Morgana. I think the other consideration here would be Leandres. I don't think it's a great Leandres comp to burn away. Mandate just kind of feels bad at this point, I feel like.
Yeah, Mandate's not super core in Morgana. I feel like Everfrost is not that bad. It deters all the engage.
Right. Yeah, so
For
Everfrost would be
non-champions.
interesting. I think that's something that people don't really consider and when they probably should.
I'm a big fan of Everfrost Morgana.
Like
you're already gonna get so close with your R.
And it
You
just
just
like
have so
it
much
makes them
CC.
harder to it makes it harder for them to run away.
Yeah, I think it's like 12 seconds of CC if you go if you have And the CDR, so you can layer Q, R, Everfrost, Q.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually
They
crazy.
can do
Wait,
it the
if you
whole time.
hit the center of Everfrost, is it 1.5, 2 seconds? Like what is the?
Let me check. I don't know the exact timing ever.
I like never see Everfrost in my games.
You know Pants? Pants are Dragon?
Yeah.
He ran Everfrost Morgana jungle in one of my ranked games, and I didn't realize halfway through until it was him because you got a quadruple mid, and I was like, this looks so broken.
Jeez.
Let's see. It's it didn't say. Root. Well, 1.5 second root.
Oh wow. Dang, that's crazy. Ooh, wow. Steven, Northwest 20 coming in with the sub. I don't know why my league though is not switching. Give me a second here. Is it black screen here for you guys? Oh, there we go, finally. Alright. Cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are loading into the game here between Hapuuma Matata on blue side versus Don't Worry We Scale on red side. Remember, Hapuuma Matata 1-1. Don't worry, we scaling so hard right now that their early game has led them to an 0-3 start to open the season. But it is a brand new week, it's a brand new game, and it's a brand new play style it looks like for Don't Worry We Scale. A lot of early game champions here.
Cleanse on the Kiana. That's really interesting. Kiana's such a good laner to solo kill with.
Right, if you have Ignite.
But I guess blue side does have better late game. Maybe they're looking to scale.
Yeah, obviously Silas. I think the biggest thing about Silas is like, it feels like he does nothing, and then all of a sudden he just pops the fuck off. And then because it feels like he's not doing anything, people forget to get healing reduction to really make sure he doesn't do anything when he hits like that level 7, level 9 power spike where he has more points in that. I think it's called Kingslayer or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. The healing is actually ridiculous, especially if he gets into a melee fight against Mega Gnar.
Yeah.
Looks like red team's putting priority in Gank's bottom maybe. This is like their first red start tournament for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this red start. And maybe even a level 2 top from Pantheon just to blow the flash.
Yeah. That being said, Gnar like hard leashed. Alright, no, he won't miss a minion, but I was really scared there for a second. Now on the bot lane, trade a binding for Leona Q here. But the Make It Rain going to mean that the harass is twofold as opposed to onefold from the bot lane of Don't Worry We Scale. Alright, binding gonna go wide again, it's gonna split the diff. And actually it's gonna be the Sai's gonna get hit level 2 here on the Gnar, gonna go aggressive. Let's see if there's any more. Now Gnar hitting level 2 as well. Gnar should get the advantage in this lane. But again, like I said, might be a bit of a player gap.
Doran's ring coming out. Ambitious.
That being said, I will say that Jesse is like a decent to good Gnar depending on the day. So we'll keep an eye out on that as well. Needs to not eat these Q pokes though. They are going to add up very, very slowly.
It's going to be interesting to see what Silas Max is.
Hold on, Silas going to go aggressive here. The Mega Gnar stun not landing there. And actually, this is a huge HP advantage for top lane already. I know that Silas has TP, but I feel like I smell a dive if Gnar eats a couple more Qs here from Silas. Meanwhile, Pantheon actually not going to go for the early gank, actually electing to 6 camp, finishing 6 camps at around 328. But because he did start on the opposite side, will mean that he is able to secure a crab. So it does have a 2 camp lead already on the Volibear, but Volibear is potentially threatening a Gnar dive as this huge wave crashes, well not a huge wave, but a decent wave crashes into tower, or will crash into tower. Volibear actually not going to be able to find anything. It looks like we'll be able to channel the recall, but because he went 4 camps into crab, will mean that he is still not level 4. And actually, Pantheon going to be able to steal away the respawn of the Raptors, and now going to look mid here for a gank onto the Kiana, but Lux well out of position will mean that Kiana will just walk away. Does have the Grass Blade thingamajig that will give him invisibility as well. So, two junglers here that have pretty strong early ganks thus far, not really getting involved on the map. But as I say that, Pantheon is pathing top here for the Sylas potentially. But actually now going to get spotted. Good deep ward coming out from the Volibear, even though the Volibear didn't find much in terms of farm, will mean that the bot lane here for Don't Worry We Scale should have a good for Hapuuma Matata should have a good idea of whether they can play aggressive or not. So far, this game is literally just a jungle gap, and I guess a bit of a mid gap. Lux actually not facing any sort of threat early from the Kiana, who, by the way, doesn't have Ignite. Up a significant amount of CS, and so is the Pantheon. Pantheon already counter jungling away one Raptor camp, and also doing all 6 camps plus a crab. Looks like Volibear though actually going to go aggressive. Good vision here from the Kiana in the mid lane. So Pantheon has been getting tracked pretty well here for Hapuuma Matata.
They're gonna meet here at the Grump, I think.
Let's take a look. Volibear, yeah, this Grump will not die very soon. And now Pantheon is up 1 level. Volibear should be able to walk out and hit the blast cone. Let's see. Okay, it looks like, yeah, no conflict just yet. This is shaping up to be a very explosive level 6 then. Pantheon about 5 and like 2/5 of the way to level 6. So that should be a reset plus his topside camps, 2 topside camps, and that will get him level 6. Obviously, if you look at their bot lane for Don't Worry We Scale, with Leona, with the Make It Rain, decent setup here for a Pantheon ultimate. But
looking mid though, Kiana went corrupting and biscuits. I imagine she took Time Warp Tonic too, which is a very trade heavy early rune setup.
Hold on, Leona gonna go aggressive here onto the Morgana. Blackshadow comes out to dodge the stun. Meanwhile, Panda gonna get found out, looking to roam before he hits 6. Means first blood will go over to Niku Toilet on the Kiana. Good presence here from the jungle mid duo of Hapuuma Matata. Also, Sylas TP'd down in the midst of all that. I think they will secure the Ocean Dragon, obviously the best dragon to have in the early game. That little sustain gonna add up over time in the laning phase. But yeah, Pantheon tried to look for a gank that really wasn't there for Don't Worry We Scale, and Volibear kind of hanging around, able to pick him up with the help of the Kiana, will mean that that early game farm lead generated by Pantheon all of a sudden has evaporated. Still will be able to get level 6 after finishing Krugs and Red. But now the bot lane of Hapuuma Matata safe and snug under their tower, able to farm up this huge wave in relative security. Pantheon are actually going to hit level 6 off of just Krugs. We'll see if where he decides to use his ulti. Now, my other question here is, did Sylas get spotted ever? So did they know that he doesn't have teleport?
Let me go back and look, but I don't believe so.
Okay.
Let me see.
Interestingly enough as well, despite teleporting bot to get absolutely nothing, Sylas is up 12 CS on the Gnar. Gnar, though, able to catch a decent wave into his tower. But even then, Gnar getting the worst of this early game. Again, in a lane that I feel like he really shouldn't be losing because it's fucking Gnar. It's a range versus melee matchup.
Something that's kind of known about Narb is that his range actually goes up as he levels. So starting off, I think his range is like 400. So it's like the lowest out of any ranged champion.
Okay.
So it's a little hard for him early, especially when Sylas has so many gap closure slows.
Right. Is it scaling up every level, or is it like every level of the ultimate? Or
I think it's every level. I don't know though. I don't play enough to help him or not.
I see. I actually didn't know that, to be completely honest with you. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, Mega Gnar ulti stun, gonna slam Silas into the wall, but now Hapuuma here gonna try to steal the ulti and try to slam Gnar back. A huge stun, able to pick up the solo kill in a 1v1 scenario. Gnar going aggressive despite just trying to 1v1 a full HP Silas who does have the Kingslayer available. And that Gnar ulti with AP behind it from the Silas who has a Lost Chapter and a Doran's Ring will mean Gnar goes down in the 1v1. Gnar does have TP when he respawns. Silas going to walk in, eat 2 tower shots for his troubles, but not really a care in the world. And meanwhile, Pantheon still has not found an opportunity to use the Grand Skyfall here. The thing...
Here.
Sorry?
He's
Yeah,
Pantheon. Click R top.
Alright, Pantheon here. Yeah, okay. So Pantheon did use the Grand Skyfall top, but used it so poorly to the point where directed camera didn't even think to pan over there. Will mean that the first Grand Skyfall of the game finds nothing. Nah.
It's burn a flash top though.
Okay.
So not.
Alright. As it stands, we'll also give them priority here on Rift Herald, so I guess not all is lost for Don't Worry We Scale. But in general, as a champion, like basically this is like the Nocturne experience, where when you play a champion with such a ultimate dependent champion with such a high cooldown, if that first ultimate is not used to get like a solid advantage, you're basically fucked. Or at least you lose for the next like 3 minutes, because now all of a sudden the lanes feel super confident because they don't have the threat of that global. Binding here going to land onto Leon. Going to be the Prey Seeker as well. There's a Volibear here, but for what purpose exactly? Are they looking for a dive? Boulder Sign going to get used. Actually will be a Volibear ulti land flush on the Misfortune. Not respecting that whatsoever. Leona going to go in and try to CC the Morgana, but instead of locking down the Volibear, will mean that Volibear gets to walk out of tower. Lux going to teleport in here with the final spark. Take Morgana to about 5% HP. But another series of miscommunications here from Don't Worry We Scale. Misfortune, oh my goodness, this Gnar is just dead. Pantheon is now going to jump onto a level 10 Silas who immediately steals the Grand Skyfall. Now going to jump in, does have Red Smite ticking on him. Pantheon able to proc the Conquerors, but now going to look for another, oh my god, that is a dead Pantheon. Ooh, it's Pantheon able to flash, but it is a bit of a top gap. Grand Skyfall now going to be used onto the Pantheon. Let's see if it's able to find anything. The Abscond here should be available for size very soon, but it looks like that will not be the case. So Pantheon is just going to walk away here, but it is a huge top gap for Hapuuma Matata. Hapuum, captain and mascot for Hapuuma Matata, coming up huge on the Silas. And like I said, people just don't think to build early healing reduction against Silas because I feel like he doesn't do anything until he starts doing something. But then he gets these early kills, and then he just snowballs the game out of control.
Yeah, what like is your early potential Bramble?
Yep, Bramble if you're... Okay, Grand Skyfall now going to go bot. Black Shield is able to block the Pantheon jump, but now Morgana going to have to be very, very careful. Bind lets onto the Pantheon. Going to be an Hourglass use going into Stasis. Going to save... Oh my god, Pantheon just walking away from the range of a max Pantheon Q will mean that now with the roam from the Kiana should be able to pick up a double kill in due time. Lux is here, able to actually bind up the Kiana, but a good cleanse will mean that she dodges the Lucent Singularity, and now this is going to be an absolute massacre in favor of Hapuuma Matata. Kaisa with a triple kill. Only Gnar left up in the top lane without a TP, just trying to save his skin against the Silas.
Wait, this Kiana is nuts. He got the 3-man stun from the river Q, and then she got the 2-man ult right after.
Huge Kiana roam here. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be much of a game here for Don't Worry We Scale. The early game comp is down 0-8 in terms of kills. It's not great. Hapuum is gonna fucking gloat so hard in post game chat because he's like, dude, Gnar ultimate is OP. You steal. Oh my fucking god! That is a straight one-shot onto the Gnar. Steals the Gnar ultimate, shovels Gnar into a wall. Gnar not respectful of how his own champion operates. Obviously, Silas has his own gap closer in the abduct abscond combo. Just E into a mini Gnar slam into the wall. Gnar at this point, still even without a gore drinker, going to be very, very squishy. Also, kind of going garage sale. I think he's trying to go Stridebreaker. Does Stridebreaker build out of dagger?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
there's the axe thing, or the harpoon axe.
Oh, okay.
Does it? Let me check.
I don't play in the top one.
Breaker.
Gnar is like the new Renekton though. Everybody blind picks it, but I feel like it's not that good.
Yep,
Unless you are
harpoon
really
axe
good.
has dagger longsword.
Okay. But as it stands, dude, is so far away from his mythic. Now Silas level 12 at 15 minutes here. Going to take this game into his very, very large hands. We're going to see here as well, potential gank in the mid lane. Volibear hovering around is on control wards, but now though, going to be engaged in the bot lane. Solar Flare going to be absolutely black shielded out, but now there is a very angry Spartan. Killer Instinct going to go in the back lane, trying to suss out the misfortune. Now Pantheon is here. Exhaust going to go down onto the Kaisa. Let's see if there's able to find anything. The Morgana should go down first. One auto going to pick that one up. Pantheon auto going to be able to shut down the Morgana as well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Silas is here, steals the final spark just to get some poke down. But finally, Pantheon ulti being used to good effect here. Going to pick up a double kill in the bot lane. Don't worry, we scale finally on the board. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, a very squishy Gnar and Lux have to contend with Silas. Ooh, now good though. Volibear going to be shoveled into the tower. Pantheon here just in time. The Kiana ultimate going to be used purely as poke as it shovels Pantheon and Lux back into their own towers. So not confident enough to continue that dive despite having the Eclipse Mythic. Will mean that all of a sudden, as I say that, don't worry, we scale is scaling out of the game. Meanwhile, the Silas going to flash in, try to find the Lux. Is able to find it, but now it's stunned under tower. Does not have a Zanyas. Going to be a huge shutdown for the Gnar. Gnar all of a sudden coming alive. Going to be able to slow down the Kiana as well. I don't think that will be a dead Kiana, but that was a throw, I think. Just eager to get some action in, I guess. Will mean that Silas hands over a massive shutdown to the Gnar. Gnar will definitely be able to complete his mythic now, participating in three crucial shutdowns? No, two crucial shutdowns. The Silas and the Volibear, or not a shutdown of the Volibear, but two crucial kills will give Don't Worry We Scale some semblance of life.
As we look at the second Herald here, I think we missed it, but the Pantheon actually didn't use the first Herald. It expired when he was in Blue Side Jungle.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so after using that first Grand Skyfall, obviously picking up the Herald would have been a guaranteed 2 plates, obviously, if nothing else, but never found an opportunity to gank a lane and then drop it. Going to be pretty unfortunate there. I think, obviously, you can't just willy-nilly drop it because you have 3 losing lanes, and so it's going to feel really bad if you drop the Herald and it's just going to try to tank some minions before getting killed. But at some point, you have to force it, or else you basically just traded all that tempo for absolutely nothing.
You can just walk to like Raptor Wall and drop it over Raptor Wall for 2.
Right. Meanwhile, Cloud Dragon spawning here in about 35 seconds. Obviously, for Hapuuma Matata, could be a win, kind of a win condition. Cloud Soul is pretty omega lol in terms of combat power, but nevertheless, I think it could be used as a I don't know if that was intentional from Gnar. Drops the second Herald here. I think the intent is for there to be a pushing wave guaranteed in the mid lane for Don't Worry We Scale, but now Gnar gonna get jumped in, the Abscond goes out, and this Herald is gonna die once the eye opens up, and no Prio. Yeah, Prio is in the favor of Hapuuma Matata despite the Rift Herald drop. So we'll see if any poke. Oh, no, Lux now gonna get rooted up by the Kiana. Should be able to get. Ooh, not gonna get too close to that wall to get the stun. The abscond over the wall, not gonna land either. Silas though does have Nora ulti. Look at this Misfortune just get absolutely murdered. Meanwhile, though, Volibear gonna take a ton of damage from the Pantheon. Leona gonna go in, but there is no follow up. Misfortune is dead. Lux is being zoned out by the Silas. Will mean that Leona is left to the Vultures. Meanwhile, now abscond over the wall, gonna be able to pick up the Pantheon as well. So that momentum does not last here for Don't Worry We Scale. Again, this Silas, after just giving them a little bit, oh my god, the Gnar jumps in, the Kiana jumps out. Gnar now gonna flash. Good Black Shield are gonna block the light binding here, and now there's a Kaisa finding. Oh, good night. Lux is just gonna be found out here by Kaisa. Now only Gnar left alive, a theme we've seen very often in this game. But Silas is fucking giga trolling. Gonna go into the tower here. Actually, Dark Binding going to land. Never mind, going to be Giga 5-head. Wow. I guess when you're 6-1, level 13, it doesn't really matter what the fuck you do because you're just insane.
I want to see him turn this Dark Seal into
Magize.
Soul Seal. Yeah, I want to see him go 25 stacks.
True.
I think it's definitely possible.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing? I see you in the chat. Kabumbun.
Oh, Kabumbun is here.
Yeah.
Nice. Kevin, where you been? You've been missing out, bro. Unfortunately, this game is not exactly the bangerest of games. Jesse's Gnar just kind of hard ran it against the Silas, if I'm being honest. But it is League of Legends. Anything can happen. A Pantheon that doesn't get anything early game can technically still win the game if somehow Hapuuma Matata's team members here lose their ability to use their hands.
Human Eclipse too. That's kind of troll.
It should be Gore Drinker, right? Because you need to be frontline for your team.
Yeah.
Mm. There's also no anti-heal yet on red team at all for this massive Silas.
And there's a Moonstone too.
Right.
There's a lot of healing coming through. I don't think they realize they have that much healing.
Gonna be a bit of a random skirmish here, contesting this blue buff. Let's see, though, Panda able to smite that away. Kiana ulti actually gets used. Interesting there. Meanwhile, Volibear gonna be sent here to guard against the Gnar. Pretty curious decision here. Gnar actually going to... Ooh, look at that. It's like two Volibears running away from each other. But we haven't really seen... Ooh,
Silas ulti top.
Yeah, so Silas steals the Grand Skyfall, going to use it top. Gnar, though, happy to just walk out of there. But thus far, I think if you're Hapuuma Matata, you're trying to find a pick, but you're not really figuring out how exactly to do that. In terms of, they need to get pushing waves, obviously, and then get deep wards. But, alright.
Definitely set a Baron trap. I feel like with Silas and Kaisa, definitely did a Baron. Or like just get picks at Baron.
Yeah. 22 minutes will mean that this Baron is going to be relatively squishy as well. Okay. No, Gnar going to be found out here by the Silas. Ooh, Lux walking way too close. This will be a dead Lux. Lux going to go into stasis here just to try to buy some time. Volibear ulti going to go his highest now in the back. I'm going to find this Misfortune. This Misfortune is going to be dead very, very soon. Abscond going to go out as well. Ooh, actually able to bind, but there is a Leandry's burning, going to live with about a tick of HP, but Pantheon is dead. Very, very squishy with the Eclipse. Again, no Gore Drinker, and being behind on this champion is going to feel really, really, really bad. Thus far, a 4-0 in favor of Hapuuma Matata. Now we'll finally get them started on this Baron. We should have an over-under on how many times Baron is going to kill somebody this season.
How many has it killed?
I want to say
right?
3.
3?
I know it killed Nocturne. I know it killed Maokai. I want to say there's one more. But it killed Solaline's Maokai one time, and it killed Rohit's Nocturne one time.
Okay.
So maybe that'll be a prop bet that we can get going. Is the over under how many times Baron claims a kill here. Oh, and then Baron helped Mundo 1v9 when Andy Land played Don't Worry We Scale as well.
Oh, okay. Damn, Baron. It's almost like paying Baron to do dirty work, sounds like, or looks like.
Yeah, pretty OP. Okay. Cloud Soul going to be available here for Hapuuma Matata. Kiana, though, going to walk into Gnar. Gnar actually going to go aggressive onto Kiana. Now going to get a double shovel, but now going to be shoveled himself by the Kiana ultimate. Leona ultimate going to go out, but so far it's just all damage onto Volibear. Now going to try to chase away the Kiana. Flash for Flasher from the Pantheon and the Kiana. The Comet Spear going to take Kiana very, very low, but now Volibear is here, able to lock down the Pantheon. Pantheon goes down first. Silas in the back. This is a dead Gnar. Oh my god. Good fucking night. Unfortunately for Chungus, that Dark Seal is a Dark Seal instead of a Soul Sealer. Would have been a 24, if not 25 stack Magi's at the end of this fight. And we are witnessing a comprehensive 25-minute stomp coming out here from Hapuuma Matata. Baron up as well, going to be able to claim bottom inhibitor turret, bottom inhibitor. Volibear going to be able to claim Cloud Soul. Alright. Anything can happen in League of Legends, but I don't think everything is going to happen. And definitely what's not going to happen is Don't Worry We Scale is going to scale into this game because their scaling happened at minute 0 and they didn't do anything with it. Alright, there is that Soul Stealer for Silas. I don't know if he's going to be able to get... So it's 4 kills, or 4 stacks per kill, right? So he needs 4 kills to get to max. I don't know if there are 4 kills left in this game for Silas.
Yeah. Looking back at early game, you said they lost it from kind of minute 1. The Pantheon started red, which I thought was good, but he full cleared his jungle, which it's kind of like full clearing Lee Sin. It's not something you should do.
Alright, Silas now going to try to look for the 1v3. Gnar ultimate going to be used first by Gnar himself, but now the Gnar ultimate from Silas going to just shovel one Leona into the wall, but there is a black shield. There is a moonstone here from Morgana. This Silas is not going to die anytime soon as long as Morgana is there to hold his very, very large hand. Dude, Silas's hands are so fucking big, man. Like, look at this fucking guy in his hands. Like, I don't get it. Alright, anyways. Alright, now going to be a full 5-man siege here. The Silas ulti not available. I'm actually disappointed that he hasn't stolen Leona ulti this game. Like, Leona ultimate with fucking AP behind it is absolutely insane. It's basically just a giant nuke. Like, literal A-bomb nuke. Ooh! The Morgana almost gets stolen out here. Combat Spear gonna go just short, but meanwhile, Final Spark gonna be stolen by Silas. Gonna try to snipe out Misfortune in the back. Looks like gonna be a 2 for nothing so far. Leona and Panther gonna go down. Nargad in Miniform gonna go down as well. Now Kiana looking for the Lux. Misfortune somehow got taken very, very low by that stolen Final Spark, and this should be game, ladies and gentlemen. Silas only able to pick up 2 more stacks on that Magi's. Only 1 assist, but now able to find the Abscond onto the Lux. Let's see if he's able to find the kill. Does not look like it. But this is going to be game, I think. Oh my god. What the fuck is that Silas damage? Abscond going to go in. Oh, KDA player is not what Hapuuma is. Gonna dive into the turret here, and look at this emotes just fucking spam, or like these like fizzle out. Okay, whatever. Anyways, that is game, ladies and gentlemen. What a statement here coming out from Hapuuma Matata. Gonna send Don't Worry We Scale further down. Actually, well, you can't go further down the standings if you're Don't Worry We Scale, but gonna keep them there as they are now 0-4. Hapuuma Matata gonna move into a 2-1 record as we conclude the first game of week 2 of the Do It Big Season 2 Invitational. Okay, so let's hear from the captains. I really just want to talk. Well, I guess Hapuma's just going to give you an earful about how stealing Gnar Ultimate's OP, and then maybe out of mercy, we won't talk to Jesse's team. Okay. All right, Hapoom. Let me hear it. How OP is Nar Ultimate when Silas steals it? This'll
Fucking
be-
broken. Like I've been saying it. I have said it enough. Like
I could practically
120% AP scaling?
hear your comms. I could practically hear your comms saying, "Dude, Roger better be fucking acknowledging that Nar Ultimate is
Yeah.
broken." Be honest.
Like
Be honest. Did you say that on some level?
kind of
Okay.
after the game. After the game.
Yeah. That was absolutely fucking disgusting. Coming out from the Silas. So good stuff there.
Nar must be AP champion actually.
Yeah, Nar's the best AP champion apparently. AP Nar is the way to go. Okay, let's. I don't know, guys. Do we talk to Jesse? I'm really scared.
Also, okay. I think about the end you said something like Leon ulti. I'm pretty sure Leon ulti is like doesn't even scale like 0.5 with AP.
Yeah, but it's fucking cool. And also,
But
you get
Nar ulti does triple damage.
does Stolen the ultimate apply the passive? Probably not.
I think Leona only has an 80% AP ratio.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say like
That's a
I'm pretty
lot.
sure it does a fucking ton.
Nuke.
Yeah.
Wait, does it? I don't know. But Nar ulti is better. Lower
Sure.
cooldown.
Sure, but you can't orbital strike. Alright, whatever. Anyways, okay, so gonna mean again your team now 2-1 on the season. Congratulations for the viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, only one game tonight. Gonna be an action-packed weekend. But as we roll into the season here, going to try to space it out during the week so that you guys don't forget about us. But generally speaking, not going to have too much action during the week. Remember to keep an eye on that schedule in my description. There's actually one game that's not listed there that is going to be played tomorrow. That's going to be the makeup game between I want to say Double Jungle Gap and Chili's Angels. So that was supposed to take place yesterday. Unfortunately, Rahul was hopped up on some drugs. So we moved it back to tomorrow. So at 9 p.m. tomorrow, we will have another game for you. It will be a clash of two undefeated teams, Double Jungle Gap 1-0, Chili's Angels 2-0. So make sure to tune in there. Again, 9 p.m. All right. So let me make sure I add that 9 p.m. Double Jungle Gap versus Chili's Angels. Okay. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for just that little bit. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys here again tomorrow. That will bring the relatively short stream to a close for tonight. Say goodbye to Twitch chat. Chungus and
Twitch
Vida.
chat.
Good
Hi,
night.
Twitch chat. Good night.
Nar ulti is better than Malphite ulti.
Alright, we get it.